Hi everyone, it's Meredith. I am here with our message for Thursday, the 3rd of December, 2020. We are using 78 Tarot of the Water, for our message today. This is an interesting deck, and it's one of those where 78 or so, plus or minus, different artists have each contributed a card. So yeah, it's really interesting. I haven't used it in a while, but this is the one that called from the tarot cupboard. Let's get into our message. Our cards from the bottom of the deck are theme cards today. I've actually seen these 3 cards. I don't typically. I like to be surprised right along with you. But I happen to have seen these 3, so I have a sneak peek of what's coming in our overall energy atmosphere for the day and how it's being charged. So let's get into those. Our first card is the Emperor, still with us. You know, I don't know if this is the 3rd or the 4th time now this week the Emperor has shown up, and I love that he's here. I also love that he's a pirate in this deck. It just seems so fitting to the Emperor's personality. He's even got an eye patch. He's sporting an eye patch. He looks a bit dangerous to me too on this card, and ready for just about anything, and I like that. And I feel that that's the theme of his message today, that we're ready for just about anything. You know that the Emperor is prepared. He's experienced. He has so much wisdom and knowledge to share. He has the nickname of being the know-it-all, or being called the know-it-all. Though I don't take that as a negative. I really think that that's a compliment and a positive to the Emperor's energy. He is the father of the tarot. He is the divine masculine of the tarot. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, his is a beautiful energy. It's Aries fire. It's extremely direct energy. He does not hesitate. And these are the qualities that we're engaging today. We're not hesitating. We're very direct. We speak clearly. There's no verbal clutter. We're understood very well today in how we express ourselves. And we continue to engage and leverage our collective wisdom and experience. I love that. Now, yesterday, the oracle card, well, the oracle reading that I do on Instagram, and it's on my website, so check those 2 out if you don't typically see it. It's all there for you. But the Emperor showed up there as well. And I think the Emperor was in the daily reading yesterday too. So this is an energy that is saturating the atmosphere for us, and I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the fact that the Empress is coming with our Emperor today. So we have divine masculine, divine feminine. She's also in warrior mode. You know, typically we see her very soft and pregnant and nurturing. That's how her artwork is almost always portrayed to us in tarot. So we do overlook the fact that she herself, in her own right, is a warrior too. And there's a balance and a harmony that's taking place here. So whenever you have the counterparts with the kings and the queens, and the Emperor, the Empress in tarot, you've got harmony and you've got balance. So we've got it within, in our divine masculine, divine feminine, and I feel that we are going to be called on in both energies today. We're going to have to bring that harmony to the day. I was just discussing this with someone, and I was saying that, you know, that I don't perceive a negative to it. It's just how we show up, harmonized, balanced, grounded, in heart space, strong, you know, fully divinely possessed of our wisdom and knowledge, and ready to share it generously. And that's another message of the Emperor, the Empress. They are generous. They have so much bounty, so much abundance, and a willingness to share that because they understand the spirit of reciprocity. So that may be called for us today too. Reciprocity. Be mindful of where you are investing your energies. Are you giving to, you know, a sucking void? Watch out for that. Sometimes that happens. We don't always notice immediately that where we're giving, there's a whole lot of taking. So In recent readings, though, and in recent months, we've had that message on repetition, so we're much more mindful of it. So we stay balanced, we stay harmonized, and, you know, we give from the overflow. This is why we see the Ace of Cups so often. And then coming with these two is the Strength card. So we have Aries fire, we have Leo fire, and then we have Venus in Cancer on our beautiful Empress. That's an amazing balance. And you know that the Strength card is all about maintaining our wild and free spirit. It's not something that's up for negotiation or compromise. Hence this harmony and this balance. So within the energy atmosphere of the day, my sense of it is we're going to be called on for our strength, for our wisdom and our experience, our ability to nurture while still being a warrior for happiness. Take that to the highest and greatest level of potential too. It's not about fighting, you know, at all. It's really about showing up in this way. And sometimes it can take a lot of strength to do that. Now, I know that we've been talking about how deep Scorpio season was for us these past weeks. And we are all emerging from that. We're emerging strong, though. And we're emerging in heart space. And we are quite literally ready for anything. So gather up all that fire and go for it, folks. All right, let's get to the rest of the reading. Our first card is the Knight of Cups. He's another that's been with us for many, many days. Look at that. You know, Knights move energy between cards. So we're taking the Emperor, Empress, and Strength on the road with us today. And, you know, we're putting all of this theme type energy into our Ace of Cups and moving it with the Knight of Cups. So we have something to offer the atmosphere, and we're going to be called on for it today. And it's going to come out of our overflow, and it is going to enrich us right where we stand. And that's beautiful. Then we have the Two of Cups. Now, this has happened, I believe, 3 times this week in the reading. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. We've seen a whole lot of the Emperor here. And I love this because it confirms the message up here. In the spirit of reciprocity, there is always more. Now we have the Two of Cups. So the Knight's carrying the Ace, and we've turned it into a 2. Now, there is another theme running through the cards that our bonds are expanding and strengthening within our most precious and cherished relationships. And the Two of Cups absolutely represents that for us. Now, I do believe that we also had an Angel Answers card about, I think the message was within the next few months. And when I see that card, it's not so much about timing. It's letting us know that this theme of energy is going to be here for a while. And this is the kind of momentum that's moving through the energy atmosphere for us. So this is energy, this is experience that we are able to tap into for quite a period of life experience. So enjoy it. This isn't something that's passing us by quickly. It's here to stay. That's the feeling I have. And that's the place we're coming from. And isn't that beautiful? We're not coming from some depleted, undernourished space. We're coming from abundance and bounty and fire and strength and emotional well-being. So look to your relationships. This can be in your career, the way you are of service. This can also be within family, friendships, and beloved relationships. And it may be across the board. It may be in all of these aspects for us. But the energy is strengthening and the energy is expanding. And that to me says that we are in an experience of celebrating our talent and our skill. And we have a lot to share. We have a lot to receive from the spirit of reciprocity. Because that's the kind of foundation we've got up here with the Emperor, Empress, and Strength. Beautiful, right? Next, we have, here it comes, 5 of Swords. I feel, as I'm looking at this card, all 5s are unstable in tarot, but that's their gift. It's their blessing and their, so to speak, curse. Now, for a number of weeks, we also had a message that we were in just the right kind of atmosphere, environment to challenge instability and create stability. And I feel that that's visiting this reading for us today. And I don't feel that this is an energy that we're going to linger in at all. Anything that appears unstable is going to receive the divine harmonic balance of the strength of the inner emperor and the inner empress. So imagine turning all of this energy, you know, the fire in your heart, like an emperor, like an empress, on the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is a bit of a serious card in tarot. When we get to swords, we're talking weapons that can cut, that can really do damage, right? And the swords are about thoughts and words and even intuition in swords. I know that's not mentioned very often about swords, but it is true. There's brilliant clarity within our intuitive, emotional well-being at this time. And our thoughts from old programming and belief system can come up and sharply cut through intuition and have us talking ourselves out of what's in heart space strength over here, right? But with the Emperor, the Empress present, and with our focus on cultivating more and more happiness on our foundation, this Five of Swords isn't going to last very long. So whatever's unstable, whatever shows up, there's no dramatic response or reaction to it. There is a loving, harmonious response to it, and then we move right through it. Love that. Into the Wheel of Fortune. Yet another card that's been showing up quite a bit in repetition. You know, I call this card the Divine Delivery System. It is a 10. So 10 is fulfillment and completion. And in this regard, it's a deeper turn into our spiritual journey and spiritual self-discovery. Where's it going? So we have the Knight carrying all this beautiful energy, and it's being moved into the momentum of the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going right into Temperance. Look at that. Nice major arcana here in the reading, by the way. And these become our center cards in this part of the reading. So the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune delivering Temperance, which is the Alchemy card, which is change. It's number 14 in tarot. 1 and 4 make 5, so we're back to our Five of Swords over here. So we're tempering, stabilizing energies that perhaps have not ever been stabilized for us in our life experience this time around. Kind of interesting. So we have the strength, we have the heart, we definitely have the fire and the fighting spirit to stabilize energies that have perhaps never experienced grace or peace in their expression through us. And that brings so much more. Here we are back at the Knight and the 2 over here holding the aces, right? So that's more going into our overflow as we stabilize through alchemy by considering things differently, thinking outside the box, and deciding to take a completely different action. Yet again, Temperance. We change up what this Five of Swords can represent. And as we turn the Wheel of Fortune in our spiritual journey, we create just the kind of happiness on our foundation that we hold in heart space. Awesome. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Also a repeat card for us, and yet another pirate for us in the reading. I love that. You know, I love the Knight of Pentacles. I tell you, every time we see him, I just love this guy. He doesn't miss a thing. He is not ever rushed. You know, and that's another message that's coming in repeat for us as well this week. It's been more in the Oracle message that another person's urgency is not our emergency. So we're not going to be rushed through anything here. This Five of Swords, this Temperance, is too important to us. Once we recognize that we may be encountering an energy, Temperance, that we have not been able to stabilize ever in our lifetime, we can't be rushed through that experience. This is something that's taking root. And in yesterday's message, we had the Six of Cups, which was a tree with deep roots. So I feel that that message is overlapping into today's message, and having our beautiful Knight of Pentacles here moving energy along in a way that allows for roots to deepen, bonds to strengthen, connections to expand is very important to us at this time. So as we bring stability and balance to our Five of Swords, it's not something we can rush. So If the environment charges in such a way that we perceive a pressure on us to make a choice, make a move that we are not quite ready to do or make it this time, you know, put the brakes on. Pause just like the Knight of Pentacles would and consider everything before you before moving forward or making a choice. Do trust, though, that the Wheel of Fortune is absolutely delivering on our foundation in a way that is strengthening. So we have universal support to lean into. And at the same time, we can take our time, whatever that means, right? Making the next move or choice. And then we have Three of Cups coming with the Ten of Cups. Another 10 in the reading for us. Oh, so beautiful. Because yes, this Three of Cups. So now we have the 2, the 3, the 10, the Knight in the Suit of Cups. Do you see the progression there? That's the way we're moving. We are moving in emotional strength, vitality, and well-being. We are happy within our self-relationship. We are feeling awake, aware, alert, and intimate in our connection to self, therefore in connection to everything else. And this is not an energy that we are inclined to rush or move along as we encounter the projection and perceptions of others. We're much more inclined to take this strong stance on our foundation over here, because what we are in creation of in this present moment, celebrating in this present moment, is the Three of Cups. This is joy and happiness and love. This is where we're dancing. This is where we're meeting, talking, communicating, connecting. And that is creating our Ten of Cups, which, you know, as I tell you so often, for me, this is one of the happiest cards in tarot, right there with the Four of Wands and the Sun and a few others. But specifically, the Ten of Cups is quite an achievement. All tens are fulfillment. You know, they help us turn a page to a new realm of life experience. And this is the kind of energy that we want to move into a new realm of life experience with. This is why the instability of this 5 and Temperance showing up with the Wheel of Fortune, again, is such a gift for us. This might be momentarily and temporarily uncomfortable as we recognize its instability. But if you take a look at what is supporting us and how we continue to choose love, how we continue to choose happy, this 5 becomes way less uncomfortable, and it gets dealt with in a way that is meaningful and not pushed under the rug, shoved under the carpet, so to speak, at all. Wow. Just wow. Celebrate, folks. All right, let's do angel answers. This is your opportunity to ask a question, related or not, to this reading. Let the cards confirm something for you, again, related or not. Or be a fresh message. I love this. Look for a sign. Let's just say all the cards that are on repeat are a sign. But if you need more, certainly go look for it. Next. Perfect timing. Everything in its own right season, in its own right way, and I feel that's very much connected to the Wheel of Fortune. This is going to be with us for quite a while, and the situation will improve. Yeah, you're watching it happen with Temperance and the Five of Swords. We are improving a situation, a life experience, in a way that perhaps we've never been able to do until just now. Because of going so deep in Scorpio season. And again, here's another beautiful repeat. Remain positive. There's no reason not to. Look at all this love on the table. In the atmosphere. Charging the atmosphere for us. Beautiful. Our affirmation from the universe has your back. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Yeah. Really, really ponder and contemplate that one, because it is your inner reflection that has allowed you to create a foundation like this. And that's why this is now your outer experience. And there's so much more, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, to come in this kind of energy. Thank you as always, everybody, for watching. I so appreciate that. Love your comments. Love hearing from you. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. Peace, love, joy, happiness, and namaste. See you around.